Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios. This is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy Jay.
Oh, looky there. Here we are. It is ITB. Check your local listings and find ITB in the building. It is Taylor with Rudy and DJ LG. Thank you.
What?
Sorry.
Sounded like IBS.
I did, right?
It does sound too much like IBS. ITB. It is what it is. We just appreciate you joining us on this evening. Need some drinking.
That Delani.
Duvel. First one of the day, sir.
Oh, you
That's
had
all you
missions
need.
tonight.
No. I just had. I'm such an old man now, so Nina's been doing some promotional work for a school.
Oh, that's right. You had the art school.
Art school. I went with her to that, and hung out and had a hamburger. Then went to Amy's.
Burger.
Then went to Amy's ice cream, and then walked around the neighborhood like old ass middle-aged people do, who are
What
49
is Amy's
years
ice
old.
cream?
It's in the quarry, and it's awesome.
Oh,
A
sorry.
hippie ice cream spot from Austin.
Yeah,
Are they local or is it a chain?
Austin. Oh, it's technically a chain, but they originated in Austin. It's kind of like saying Torchy's is a chain technically, but there's not world or nationwide. They're just like area wide. Amy's is.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, so I'm walking. That's my generic life now. I teach. I go to open houses. I eat Amy's. And I walk the neighborhood.
Whoa, sir. You know LG and I are too childish for you to say something like that.
Sorry, your name has to be Amy or I won't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I eat Amy's? Whoa, sir.
I'm doing my old man walk, me and my girlfriend, Nina, and I get a text message, and it's LG sending me the link to tonight's show. Now, I did not have my readers with me here in my middle age, which by the way, I have never been so sure of myself as a man or person than I am right now. I like being near 50. It's cool. I like it. But anyway, so here I am, 49 and a half years old. Old man power walking, and I get LG texting me, and he sends us the link every night to the show. And he titled it something. I thought, well, I don't have my readers, so maybe I misread that. So tonight's show, according to DJ LG, our executive producer, is You Know My Steez. Steez. And so let me go to I'll go to the I wrote Steez ? And Rudy jumps in and goes, my Steez, my vibe, my swag. LG says Steez is short for style. Come on, man. One of the best Gangstar songs also. Then I put, I'll take y'all's word for it. And then y'all start getting all weird. No cap, bringing all my Riz. And for some reason, LG thinks serving cunt. We're serving cunt, a slang phrase now. He's not here.
Serving cunt is slang. Yeah, all the Gen Zers are using it. Serving cunt means you're slaying. You're killing it.
I'm kicking ass.
You're serving cunt. You're killing it. Kicking
because,
ass.
Because, of course,
names.
these young people, you can't just have a phrase that's hip and means something. It has to be super vulgar because young kids now have the dirtiest mouths of any fucking human being species of all time. It's just the cussingest generation ever.
No, it's not. No way.
Yeah,
they don't cuss more than we cuss.
Rudy, there are kids in my classes that I've just decided it is what it is. If I got on to every kid that cursed, that's all I would do for 8 hours a day. That's all I would do.
Well, this is what I'll say about them. Well, this is what I'll say about them. We cussed as much, but what we didn't do was cuss in front of teachers and elders.
Right.
So they're more disrespectful by cussing in front of elders. But we cussed like sailors too. But we didn't do it in front of teachers. We would have got suspended, beat, and all that shit.
That's right.
Speak for yourself.
But that being said,
LG said
I once called a teacher a hoe, like a dumbass, and got
Why?
written up. I got in-house suspension for that. Who knows? It was a funny phone call to my grandma, though, from my vice principal. That was funny when he had to tell her what I said over the phone. No, man, we knew better. I'm telling you, these kids today know they're not supposed to. They cuss so much, Rudy, they can't stop. It's such a habit for them. Oh, sorry, mister. Oh, sorry, mister. Sorry, mister. They can't stop cursing because we have accepted in this country shitty grammar. We've just accepted it. We've just allowed people to talk like heathens. And so it's become so, just routine to speak in fucking text message language and bad grammar and stuff that kids can't stop cussing as a result of it. I hope you're proud of it. I hope as we have a massive presidential debate, I hope y'all are proud.
The Gen Xers, it's our fault. It's our fault.
I know. Okay. We're terrible parents. We're terrible parents. We're awful parents. Gen X is by far the worst parenting generation this country's ever seen.
It's not even close.
Not close.
It's terrible. Not even close. We're the worst.
Ussies with a P. Us. All right. So Steez means what again? Like swag?
My style.
I got like confident style, or if I
like our
Steez,
thumbnail. Our thumbnail. That's our Steez.
Okay.
So I was out of ideas for a title, and I was like, that's a good. There's a show on Netflix. It's a Marvel show called Luke Cage, and it's every single episode is named after a Gang Starr song. The first season.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. The second season, I think it's every episode is named after a Nas song. So I was like, I'll try that out.
That's dope.
That's a good bit. Big Al's in here. Taylor, what's the worst cuss word you've heard so far while you've been teaching? F. Just F. Well, they will fire off racial jokes. That's the ones that I get pissed at and say stuff.
Fuck!
Rudy, I had a kid today get called chocolate.
What's wrong with that?
Black kid?
Context.
Look,
I need context for that.
Correct. So his buddy walks up and goes, "Move out of the way, chocolate."
That's all. That's
all right.
Thank God. I'm happy that we can do that.
He goes, "Fuck you, bro." And I go, "Guys,
I see nothing wrong.
Move out of the way, chocolate. Fuck you, bro. You don't see anything wrong with that." Okay.
No, hold on.
They're homies, right? It wasn't any
Not for the 47 minutes they're in my class in U.S. history. They're not. They can be homies all they want, but I don't want to hear chocolate. Fuck you, bro.
Hold up.
And by the way, two good kids that are both both have high 90 scores.
Hold up. My teenager is in the room. Do you cuss in front of your teachers?
She ain't gonna tell you the truth.
I'm serious. In class, are you cursing?
Thanks, Vince. 3 coffees. Happy Tuesday.
Thank you, Vince.
What's up, BT?
You better not be, Brooke. We didn't raise you like that.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my gosh. She said not where she can hear. You know what? Get out.
I cussed at the kids when I was a substitute teacher. I cussed at the kids. I was like, y'all need to shut the fuck up, get to work.
Your daughter sounds so young. Not where she could hear us. So good.
Yo, so I'm okay with the racial jokes. I grew up playing soccer. All of the homies were white. They cracked black jokes. I cracked white jokes.
White people.
We went and hung out. No one was offended. I'm okay with the move chocolate, but the F you, bro, he doesn't have to say F you in class. That's no good. But if they're homies and he cracks a black joke, it's all good.
I had homies in my class, and we
cracked jokes.
We had off-color names for our friends too, but we didn't do it in class in front of our teachers. We had the we had the discipline to not cuss in class. Now they can't stop. It's incessant. It's such a habit. It's just like kids biting their nails. It's such a bad habit. And I just I can't police it all day, but when I hear the racial stuff, the N-bomb, then I jump in. Mexican kids calling other Mexican kids the N-word.
No, it's
become bro.
No, the N-word is bro.
Right.
All races.
Right.
Like, see, now that was the one thing my white homies, like my white soccer friends, in the part of the song where Snoop would drop an N-bomb, they mute themselves. Like that respect we had. Did we crack jokes? Yes, but my white homies and my Hispanic homies, they didn't drop N-bombs.
Right.
They didn't do that.
I don't drop N-bombs ever. And I don't like my kids to do it either in my class. And they can think I'm old if they want. But Steve's, I've never heard. That's the point of this whole discussion.
Do you use the N-word? Okay.
Okay. Do you trust her to tell you the honest to God's truth in front of you and 1,000 of your friends watching?
No, she's gonna lie. She's lying.
Can't blame her.
She's lying. I know she's lying
because
her little sister already ratted her out. My 5-year-old's like, Tati's saying the N-word. Oh. It's unfortunate.
And like you have kids that talk like me, or like they sound like they sound like they sound like Bart Simpson or something. And then they say the N-word. They say it. They use an accent, like if they're 50 Cent. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's crazy that they have the balls to do it in front of you. That is so wildly disrespectful.
4 times, and all 4 times, like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. Oh, sorry, mister. And they genuinely are. They can't stop. Our kids
That's disrespectful.
Our kids cannot speak
or write in cursive.
World. No, they can't do that either. They can't do that. All right, it is in the building.
I got a question real quick. Is the Edgar still a prominent haircut in high school?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Everywhere?
3 out of 4
still there.
Kid. 3 out of 4
I was wondering if it had died out yet.
So what we have is you have this is a good question. I'm glad LG brought this up. You have the Edgar, right? The chili bowl. Mm-hmm. Then you also have some dudes that goes into mullet form.
Oh yeah,
I've seen that one. Shaved on the side, but it's longer than their shoulder blade.
I like that one.
Then you've got the kid that he brushes it straight forward,
straight down. From it was kind of like the one I had. Kind of like the one I had.
Oh yeah.
Straight down, and then you put a little couple lines in your eyebrow because that really makes the girls want to come to the park. And then you've got the real curly thing on top.
The perm, yeah.
The black kids in my classes all have that. What all the guys in the NBA have right now.
The nappy fro,
real short, and then just
the
wild
nappy
ass. It's wild and curly, yeah. I think that looks pretty cool myself. I think that's a decent haircut. The Edgar, though, in all the different forms, I can't wait for it to die. Surely it's going to die out soon. Surely. Yeah. I blame all those Texas rappers for Mexicans using the N-word. Some of us literally grew up on it. Yeah, I know. For sure.
Right.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
That's fine. Call each other the N all you want. Just don't do it in Mr. Taylor's U.S. history class.
Yeah, that's all. Don't do it in front of any class.
That's what I tell them. Well, the other teachers can speak for themselves. I always tell them, look, 47 minutes. I need your attention for 47 minutes. I don't always get it, but that's what I ask for. Not 48 minutes, 47. That's it. No N-bombs.
No F-bombs.
No F-bombs. They're going to S-bomb. It don't faze me because they can't stop saying it.
Yeah. So. Yeah. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? All right. Cowboys news today.
What had happened with the boys?
It's not bad for Jake Ferguson. I was worried about him. Had they lost Ferguson for a while, they were going to be up S Creek. Jake Ferguson, it's a bad bone bruise when he fell weird on the knee the other day.
I thought it was MCL, so it was bone bruise. Okay.
Bone bruise and a stretched MCL. Stretched. Okay, not torn. That's what I thought it was going to be. And they think he may be able to go Sunday at noon against the New Orleans Saints who just put up 45 points in the game last week.
Well, good.
And Dak even said today, if we lost Jake, we screwed. He all but said that. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about this. So CeeDee Lamb is the best threat they have, obviously. Jake Ferguson is a solid number 2. He's more of a threat for them than Cooks is.
I don't want to turn this, Shannon and Stephen A, but
yep. Jake is Dak's
security blanket.
Pacifier, yeah, for sure. Cooks is good for 2 big catches a game, but Jake's there every drive. But after him, then who? They started Jalen Tolbert in the game the other day. They got they got kids I never heard of. They cannot afford to have one receiver get hurt. Not one. They have no depth after the 2 starters and the tight end. That's it. Kevontae Turpin's still getting passes, and he's shorter than me.
Shout out to Turpin.
He should not be running routes though. He's not a regular rotation wide receiver. He's a damn good kick returner, as we saw. Yeah, TCU. They can't have one receiver get hurt, or they're effed. Either fair. CD or Cooks or Jake. One of them goes down. They have nothing after that. Nothing. They have no room for injury at that position.
I missed that show Sunday, so if you touch this, you could just touch it really quick and move on.
No, we ain't heard what you thought. Go for it.
No. I hate LG. Such an ass. What did you think of Tom Brady?
Oh, I thought Tom was fine. A lot of folks were bagging on him.
He had some. You could tell he was nervous. He had some stutter moments.
He got better
about
as the
week 3, week 4. Yeah, as the game went on, he's got to learn it. He also has to learn to get in and get out. He got a little long-winded here and there, but that'll come with time. He also
had moments where he'd stop talking too soon. Right. He'd stop mid-word or mid-sentence because he didn't want to talk over the play. They'll coach that out of him. Hey, man, it's on TV. Don't worry about it. Finish your point. Work hard will catch up.
We're paying you $37 million. If you talk over the play, a little bit, it's okay, bro. We're paying you $37 million. We want to hear you.
The whole broadcast is about Tom.
Yes.
They're bending over backwards, I noticed. In the pregame, during the game, halftime, postgame, they are kissing his balls, and they are making him look like a god at any point. They've been told it's Tom's show.
Yeah.
And Tom will put the work in. I'm not saying he's going to be John Madden or even Troy Aikman, but and Aikman wasn't awesome when he first started. And Aikman had a 3-man booth. Aikman wasn't out there all by himself. He had Moose Johnston, I think, for a season or half a season they wanted Troy to work with somebody else at the same time. And then when Troy was ready to take the reins, they let him go. But Brady was fine. I thought he was okay.
Yeah. And right now, Tom's locked somewhere in a room redoing the game.
No question.
He's one of those. Yeah, he's a workaholic. He wants to be the best at everything he does. I promise you. Week 3, week 4, he'll be fine.
Yeah, that man. Everything he does is an obsession while he's doing it. Yeah, for sure. The way he treated quarterback is how he treats all of his business endeavors. Anything he's into, especially putting himself out here like this. And I said this during the game the other day. The thing that he's going to have to get used to and not worry about is, for the first time in that man's life, he is going to get criticized every week. He ain't used to that. He ain't never been criticized in his entire pro football career. He's the GOAT.
Great point.
Chris Collinsworth was saying that's what he had to get used to the first couple of years. Collinsworth has no Twitter, no Facebook, no Instagram, no Snapchat, no Flim Flam, no Face Live, nothing. Collinsworth on purpose does not have any social media because he don't want to see it, because he knows even though he's been doing football now for 20 years, he gets his ass criticized every week, and you got to just put that out of your mind. And Tom better find out a way to do that too, because Tom ain't used to that shit. Right. Tom's used to everywhere I go, people telling me I'm God.
I'm God.
Yeah, that didn't happen on Sunday because he was just okay. So there's that. He did reply on Twitter today though to someone that was criticizing him, and he wrote, "Yeah, I'm still a rookie, but I'm working on it." Something like that.
Good for him.
He admitted. Yeah. He handled it. He's got an army of publicists and marketing gurus that'll tell him how to. He probably has a crisis manager, all that kind of shit. All right, it is in the building. Y'all get your butts in here and jump into the chat and let us know what you think about things being seen and heard. You can also give us your money.
Let me get that bread.
That's right. Let's see how Steve you are. Does that work out? That don't work, does it?
Steez.
No.
Let's see how much Steez you have.
No, let's have
show off your Steez by giving us some money and showing what you got.
Show me the bag.
That's the word. Sitting here with bag. A check. Show me the bag.
Yeah, drop off a bag. That's how you say it that's how the kids would say it. Drop off a bag.
I sound terrible saying drop off a bag. Drop off a bag.
Yeah, don't come in here. Yeah, don't come in here capping.
Yeah, don't be capping my caption. And you better bring it Steve's.
Leave it.
Don't bring it Steve's. You can go cap somebody else's caption, bitch.
Cut.
Okay, at least I didn't call him the N-word. All right.
No, God, no.
You can jump into the super chat and tip us that way. You can also jump onto the link. Buy me. Okay. We good?
Well, now you're good.
You're okay, sorry. Shit the bed.
I know. Oh, God. There we go. Check 1, 2. Chickity check, 1, 2. Chickity check,
Right.
Oh, man.
Dude, that duvets or whatever, those motherfuckers must be good.
No, man, I'm not drunk. I'm just
I know.
My internet's sucking right now.
No,
crap. Let me disconnect and reconnect.
All right, thank you to Hawk Tour for $199.
Haley's up in here. Dang.
Yeah, from Hawk, $199 from Hawk Tour. Quote, spit on that thing. I don't know who you are. I'm pretty sure you ain't really Haley, but I don't give a shit. I appreciate your $199. Cool, there he is.
Hawk Tour. Well, there I kind of am. What's the deal, man?
Spectrum.
It just, I don't know who you have.
Greg's in here. I've got Spectrum, clearly.
There it goes again.
Yeah, I know. Golly, what in the Frank, man? What in the Frank?
Don't say the name Frank.
Dude.
No, you cool. Don't say the name Frank. I got PTSD after what happened to UTSA this past Saturday. Only Frank I recognize is Lucas and Frank Harris. That's it. And without Frank Harris, this shit. I'm glad he stayed 7 years. Good Lord.
Yeah, they're terrible, and it's gonna be 42-0 at the half on Saturday up in Austin. And so we're going to see Arch on Saturday. For all you Arch maniacs like me, I love Quinn Ewers, but I love Arch Manning.
Yeah, you sent me a video today of Quinn. And swag.
Quinn on the first touchdown pass. On the first, he has all kind of steez. On the first touchdown pass to the tight end, and you go back and look at the replay, he throws the ball and it's still in the air. And hasn't even gotten to the tight end yet, and he turns his head to talk shit to the Michigan linebacker because halfway through the route, that's a tutty, and talk shit to the linebacker. The ball ain't even got to the tight end yet.
That's that Steph Curry shit.
Man, I love it, man. Yeah, that is that shit. I love it. I love it hard. Yeah, so we'll see everybody Saturday because, as you said, Jeff Traylor's team, they're not good. They're not good. They'll be all right. I think they may
let's
not
get
win 4 games.
Let's get to conference.
All right, let's see. All right, it is R&R Auto Glass. How about that? R&R's back.
Blast from the past.
Took care of my daughter, and I'm so happy for that. Appreciate R&R very, very much. My
what
daughter
happened?
Had her car. My daughter had her car broken into a couple weeks ago. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and those assholes that stole her car, when they dumped it, they had busted out 2 windows. They bashed out one of the the right side rear window, and the back window where the hatch opens. That whole window just crushed the whole thing so they can get in there. And whatever they did, put it on TikTok or whatever the hell they did. So there's only one place I go to when there's window damage in this town. That's R&R Auto Glass, 210-340-2588. Or hit them up at rnrautoglass.com, rnrautoglass.com. Okay, let's jump into punches tonight, shall we? It is the People Live with a Punch of the Night presented by the family lawyer that is Orlando Kell. I've got one. I've got a few, actually, all at once tonight. You want to go? You want me to go?
Go ahead, boss.
I want to punch everybody involved in the Tyreek Hill story. I want to punch Tyreek. I want to punch the 2 cops. I want to punch the people that just act like Tyreek as George Floyd. I want to punch the police union in Miami-Dade for acting like the cops were super duper innocent. Why can't we just say the cops and both Tyreek both acted like idiots, and it was dudes and testosterone flowing, and all of them were out of line? Tyreek was out of line for driving like a dumbass on the turnpike right by the stadium, going 80 miles an hour or whatever it was. He did not comply. But the cops did not de-escalate that at all. they acted like power tripping ego maniacs. But then Tyreek, of course, refused to do what they asked. All they wanted him to do was get out. But Tyreek's ego, he didn't want to get out. And so they get pissed because they're hot-headed ass power tripping cops. And they rip his ass out of the car and throw him on the ground. Then he asks, whoa, what's the problem? Dude, the problem is they asked you to get out. Well, they didn't ask him. They're like, get the fuck out of the car.
Well,
they're immediately cussing at him, which is bullshit. But then everybody involved, the whole thing's stupid. And we get
I just feel like sometimes, though, I don't. Look, if that's me, yes, I'm getting out. But I've never, ever, for a traffic violation, been asked to get out.
Well, apparently he was driving reckless.
Yeah, I don't get out. I get it. I get the whole I know my rights thing. I'm just not for it because I don't want to be slammed on the car. I'm just going to do what they say, but that's me. Everybody's different. That's me. I would have gotten out, but I would have rolled down my window when they asked me to roll down my window, number one.
That's number two, the thing that bugs me. He rolled down the window once. They're like, hey, and then he rolls it right back up. They're like, hey, we're not done with you. Roll it back down. And he rolls it down again a little bit, then rolls it back up. It's like, why don't you just roll the window down, bro?
That's when you got $300 million. You just you start thinking you can do whatever you want and you can get 20 people pregnant. Like your brain goes to shit sometimes when you have that much money. But I would have done what they asked, but I don't get being asked to get out for a traffic violation. So again, like I feel you on the punch.
I'll punch everybody. And I deal with it. I deal with this at school. The way Tyreek acted. Some kids, and look, they were way too rough on Tyreek and they lost their cool too fast for sure. But what I see a lot is immature people, boys usually, because they got like boys. We have those chemicals rolling. We got our machismo going. Kids will push you and 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 push you. And you're like, hey, stop, hey, stop, hey, stop, hey, stop, hey, stop. And finally, after 45 times of being told what to do, then you lose your shit as the authoritative figure. And in my case, I'm a teacher. And I've gotten super pissed twice.
Really?
And yeah, where I almost cussed kids out. And I had to get I got that big voice. And I've used it a couple of times. Like last week, I had a kid. I had my back turned and he kept talking. I'm like, guys, keep it down back there. I'm not an asshole. They're kids. I give kids a chance. And I'm writing my stuff. And I'm like, guys, keep it down. I'm like, we got 15 minutes left of the class. Let me get through this and we can chill for like the last 5 minutes. Okay, cool. So I turn around and I hear the kid go, you suck. And I just lost my shit because I've asked him 7 times already. It wasn't like, if he had just said you suck from the beginning, I probably wouldn't have gotten mad. But after 7 times telling the kid, hey, man, just cool it for 10 minutes, I hear you suck. So I turn into that cop. Motherfucker ain't complying with me. So I wheel around, anger face on. And I go, say that now. And I go, who said that? I had an idea. There's 3 kids sitting together. I had a good idea, but I was 90% sure. I go, who said that? Which one of y'all said you suck? What? No. Which one of you said I suck? They just sat there. And I go, and I quote, I go, I probably shouldn't have said this in the classroom, but I go, you can say I suck when my back's turned, but I'm asking you man to man who said it, and now you don't have the balls to admit it was you. All 3 of them just welled up. That's how and then I went back to my stuff. And Tyreek Hill, dude, again, just roll the window down. What if it had been one of these crazy murdering motherfuckers and or tased him in the face or something?
That happens.
Just even if you encounter a dirty cop. I'm not saying these cops are dirty. Certainly they got too hot-headed, I believe. But why bow up to a cop, man? You complain later, but live today. Don't put your life in jeopardy. Fucking do what they want. You and I have talked about this before. There was an old Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode
Oh, Carlton.
Cop pulled the guys over, and Carlton's like, I'm going to talk to this officer. Will's like, shut the fuck up. What's wrong with you? And so Will's like, let me show you what to do next time a cop pulls us over. Okay, pretend a cop. Woo! Will just immediately get you out of the car and put his hands on the hood.
Yeah.
And it said two things. It said, if you're a black dude, you're going to get asked to step out of the car and put your hands on it. But it also said you still need to respect the authority that is the police.
Sure.
And it could be because, A, they have authority. Our government says they do. They've earned the position earns respect, not the person. But why risk encountering some fucking crazy cop that's looking to kill somebody? I'll tell all my kids, you do what the police tells you to do. I don't give a shit if you think they're being unfair. I need you alive. Do what they say. Anyway, I just punch all parties on that. It's stupid. The whole thing's dumb. But again, it's like these kids push, and then you get pissed and lose your shit, and they're like, "Oh, you were so mean to me." Well, dude, I asked you 7 fucking times. You don't get. It's you push me over the brink, and then I go over the brink, and then you get mad at me and get upset because I'm over the brink. That's bullshit. Anyway, that's what Tyreek did, I think. Even though those cops were too aggressive. Hopefully,
way too aggressive.
And Tyreek could be a man and a grown up and say, "Look, it is what it is. Whatever. I got a game to get ready for." Tyreek came out today and said that Miami needs to fire that police officer. Okay, here we go. Because some guy puts you on the ground once. Now we got to have his life ruined. Come on, man. It's just the whole thing. All of it's overreaction. The fucking Dolphins coach was crying today in the press conference, crying because of how horrible Tyreek was treated by state troopers of Miami-Dade. He was fine. He's making fun of the fucking thing. He scored a touchdown Sunday. He's doing a bit in the end zone with his hands behind his back.
I said Mike McDaniel is pandering to 90% black people in his locker room.
Come on.
Making sure,
yeah, but he's crying?
He's making sure that they know he's got their back. I get it. I don't know why he was crying, but I get he wants them to know. Because nobody want to play. This ain't 1997. Mm-hmm. There ain't nobody trying to play for no coach that just wants you to bow down. Like, it doesn't work that way anymore. It's 2024. Wow. I get it. And there we don't all play for Jerry Jones, where Jerry says none of my starters are gonna be doing that shit. You know what I mean? Oh no, they'll just be doing blow with hookers down the block, Jerry. No, you know what I mean?
That's fine. Yeah. That's okay.
That's fine. That's different. Yeah.
Who you punching?
The debate.
I forgot about it.
I haven't even watched it. I haven't watched any of it. I haven't watched it, and I refuse to. It's stupid. Like, this is probably the most useless debate we've had ever. Both sides could come on. Both of them could come on there and say something that the other side should be like, you know what? I like that. Nobody gives a shit. Like I said, 2% are really watching to see who they're going to vote for. The other 98, mine's made up. No time for this shit. It's viral. There's probably going to be 30, 45 million people that watch this tonight, though, just for the entertainment.
I was going to watch it. Not that I'm not going to change my opinion, but I was going to watch it for entertainment value. Because
that's what everyone's doing.
And I forgot. So we went walking, and y'all threw me off with Steez talk. And I came home, and we got on the couch, and I fell asleep on the couch. I woke up 45 minutes before the show started. Like, oh, fuck, what time is it? In panic. I passed out, and then by the time I had to get ready for the show, and dude, I hadn't even turned the TV on. I completely forgot about the debate. So, punch politicians, punch them all.
No, the highlight that's gone viral is Trump said the immigrants that are on the loose in Ohio are eating people's cats and dogs.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna need to hear that. I'm gonna need to go see if that's a legit quote.
You should have seen Kamala's face. She was like, and then it's like, that's the most viral moment so far. Again, I haven't watched it, but I've seen it up and down my timeline. Like, they're eating the residents' cats and dogs.
It was like, there's Haitians in Springfield, Ohio, eating people's dogs.
He said that today.
And then the ABC guy is like, actually, we talked with the mayor and the police department in Springfield, and there is no reports of any pets being harmed. And Trump was like, but people are talking about it on the news.
People are saying those dirty Haitians. God almighty.
I want to punch DirecTV.
Well, they
not because it affects me at all,
lot.
but they didn't work something out before the debate.
Wait,
DirecTV did not have the debate at all because it was on Disney, Hulu, ABC.
Oh,
wow.
Yo, and that I remember when that went down in the middle of football season. There's a lot of people that like are freaking out that have DirecTV. Like, I don't have anything. Screw you, DirecTV.
Well, they pulled this shit last year right before the Super Bowl, and they worked it out the day before the Super Bowl aired.
So people that had Direct didn't even get the debate. Like, football's one thing.
Nah. Well, I have DirecTV, so I couldn't get it. But I also have Disney and Hulu, so they were showing it on both of those.
Oh, got you.
And then YouTube had it on every channel, so you could just fire up YouTube.
Right.
So
I may watch something tomorrow.
Streaming is really kicking the shit out of cable. Like, it's
I bet you more people watched it on YouTube than any other platform, to be honest.
I think probably one of the reasons I forgot about it is because I'm not used to watching live television. I watch games, and that's it. I never stop down. Oh, I got to turn it on ABC tonight because Mike and Molly are on. I never do that. I haven't watched local news in years. The only thing I watch live anymore is our games, and so I think that's part of the reason I just forgot. My brain's not channeled to turn on the TV
well,
unless
that's what
I'm
they're saying.
in the mood.
Appointment TV is dead except for sports.
Fair.
Correct. 90% of the viewers that watch our show, and I love our live viewers. We wouldn't ever get any tips without them. But 90% of our viewers watch it after we do these shows. That's the way of the world. People watch on when they can. And
LG,
all about it.
LG, that's another thing. In your estimation, because this is your field, will YouTube ever let people tip after the fact? Like, that seems like an easy fix. Like,
they can.
Why can they?
There.
I thought they could
it's
only
called
do
a
it.
super thanks. Yeah, you can go to any of our videos. Live. You can click super thanks and throw us a tip.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, like, that means that's crazy.
Forever, yeah.
But it doesn't happen very often, is the point.
We've had like maybe 5 ever. So, but people will go to the Buy Me a Coffee and tip like when we're not on.
Yeah, and to be fair, I don't promote it as much either.
No, I don't. I mean, we don't.
Yeah, well, you can super thank after the fact, and you can super chat live.
Right.
Cool.
Appreciate y'all. All right, so yeah, totally forgot about it. She wanted the mics.
I didn't
because she wanted more Trump.
They let
She wanted Trump to make a dumbass of himself.
They let Trump talk whenever he wanted to. They unmuted his mic anytime he wanted to say something. They didn't go by the rules at all.
Is it over now? It started at 8.
It should be over by now. It's only supposed to be 90
No,
minutes.
I had most of my, like, you know, I get people that come into the store game day, about to go out. Today, people were coming to get drink prepared. That's the only reason why I remembered. Like, oh, gotta get my drink for this debate tonight, man. It's gonna be good. I'm like, you freaking weirdos.
It was boring as fuck. It was the same talking points. They just repeated the same thing they've been saying at their rallies the last 3 months.
Y'all like
if
y'all like watching people lie to you, you know, just turn on Real Housewives of fill in the blank. If you just
throw on
like
any
people,
reality show.
Yeah, it's all.
I can tell you the secrets of it. It ain't reality.
People were buying liquor in preparation to watch the debate. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I was at HEB and people were stocking up, like getting fajitas. They're gonna throw
You
a
see what I'm
barbecue.
saying?
Oh my God.
There's several bars in town that were hosting debate nights.
Oh,
like, throwing it on.
So this right here. So check this out. This is my travel. This is my travel humidor. When we were bouncing around Sunday, I left it at a bar. And shout out to that bar for saving it for me. But Anna went to pick it up for me today. Every TV in there on the debate.
I was asleep on the couch. And I'll watch some tomorrow because, again, even this show, even though it was a big deal, it's still, I could just watch it tomorrow. Like, I don't want to watch a football game late. Like, after the fact, I can't.
And you can cut out all the bullshit, too, and just watch the highlights.
YouTube will give you a condensed
And
version.
now that our log on to your social media tomorrow. whatever.
Everything's gonna be
every
rehashed.
clip will be there.
Yeah,
it's like watching a highlight basketball game on YouTube. Those are great because they skip the free throws, they skip the timeouts.
Yeah,
I had to watch a lot of Spurs like that for a while because I was doing other stuff. So those highlights, those are great. You could do the same with the debate.
Yeah, there's going to be all sorts of memes tomorrow about it.
Yeah,
cats and dogs.
Those are
4 a.m. wake up call.
It's totally wrong to the Haitians, but some of those memes are pretty funny. They got the Haitians like queuing up a dog.
Jeez. All right. What else tonight? Orlando Kill. Love you hard, man. Thank you very much, Orlando. We could not do this show without Orlando. We were talking about going up to the football game with him on Saturday to see Texas play UTSA, but he can't go.
He can't go, right? I remember you told us that yesterday.
He thought it was going to settle, but it wound up going to trial. And so he's got to stay home and work all weekend because the trial starts Monday.
You got to get that money.
Got to get that money, and we get it. That man's a hustler, and if you have to work weekends, you have to work weekends because you're Orlando Kill and you have a reputation to uphold, and that's my man. Okay. Law Office of Orlando Kill. That's our family lawyer. If you need a family lawyer for whatever reason, it's O'Keezy. Call him at 210-775-4995. He has lots of Steez
with a Z.
Steez. He has lots of Steez. And his email is orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. Thank you to Big Business.
What up, Big Business? Appreciate you, dog.
The debate is going on, but it's the first time since the World Series that the Rangers have gone back to Arizona, punched the debate. Okay. Oh, he's watching. Oh, trying to watch those poor Rangers. And they will not make the playoffs this year. What are you doing, MJ?
Oh, I was like, what is going on? What up, MJ?
Hey, what's the word? Steez?
Steez is from the 90s.
What does Steez mean?
It's a 90s term.
Like, okay, I have to go.
You have to go. Have you heard of the word Steez?
Yes.
All right. He said yes. All right. Here's mother. Get off the phone.
Oh.
Talking to me, bitch.
No comment.
Yeah, I got.
You can. That's your shit. I'm staying down the middle to keep you safe.
That's all right. No, I'm fine. I have Orlando Kill. All right, Rudy's text tonight. He always texts me things that he's hot on. What did you want to get into back with the U.S. Open?
Yo, so
you text me about
look,
that.
I know it's always been popular because it's New York. That center court has always been really cool, but for some reason, I feel like the last 2, maybe 3 years, the celebrity turnout has really turned up, and it's weird. Like, I get the Kentucky Derby. Like, if that's what it's starting to feel like to me, the U.S. Open is starting to feel like the Kentucky Derby. Kentucky Derby, the who's who shows up, but like every celebrity and their mama, like I brought up last night, Kelsey and Mahomes in the middle, they're so good. They're like, yo, you want to fly to New York real quick? Patrick's flying private, or they could take Taylor's, they could take Mahomes. I don't know you pick somebody's like, yo, is yours in town? Let's let's just go to New York real quick. Go to the U.S. Yep. Like, I'm seeing more and more celebrities, but I'm like, I know the people in New York are like, first of all, they're uber rich too, if you're even be able to attend those events. But I'm sure the Kelseys and the Swifties are driving up those prices for those people from New York that have been going there since they were children. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I didn't know what is USO. Is it cool?
It's become super cool. It's always been cool.
Right? Am I off? Help me out, chat.
It's almost like it's turned into a fashion show.
Yes,
like they do it like in museums.
I know that. I think it's New York Fashion Week too.
This
New York Fashion Week.
That would make sense because all those celebs are in town. That would make sense.
It seems like way more. It's a thing. It's like, yo, if you ain't at the U.S. Open, you ain't nobody.
And you got to wear the Ralph Lauren jacket. And you got or the
I saw Usher was
hat.
there, all Ralph Lauren. I'm like,
yeah,
what the fuck is
you got to represent. It's like being on a red carpet, but it's the U.S. Open. Yeah, I think, and that happens more at our tournament than Wimbledon or Paris.
Oh God,
Paris
yes.
draws a few out, but the U.S. Open's become a who's who of New York celebrities and fame. And hell, Mahomes was probably back in his own bed that night because he probably had the plane waiting out at the tarmac.
Oh yeah, he can touch down. He can touch down and take off the same night for
that's
sure.
That winner's life. Oh, that winner's life. No, that's cool. No, I'd like to go to the U.S. Open.
Didn't Nina go? Oh, Nina's son. Okay.
Her son got tickets. He sat and went and saw Coco Gauff play. And,
that's dope.
So he got in, and that was cool, man. And he got all dressed up. You don't throw. He did. You don't throw a T-shirt on and some chanclas with some umbros and go watch the U.S. Open. If you wear shorts, they better be like nice polos.
Mike fucking Taylor would be like, I'm Mike fucking Taylor, and this is what I'm wearing.
Yeah, I know. And I'd look like it's all right. Fuck them all. That's why, can you imagine me at the Derby?
Now, if we go to the Derby, you got to put that shit on. You got to put it on. I would love. That's on my sports bucket list.
Oh, I'd wear a nice jacket to the.
I got to wear the hat. I want to go to Kentucky Derby. Me and my wife, we want to go to Kentucky Derby so bad, but I don't want to go and do it regular.
No.
I need to have some money. I want to do it the right way and bump into Wes Welker handing out hundreds.
Right.
Right. That? Yeah.
Bright white pants on.
Yeah, man. I want to go. So my
jacket.
payroll right now, the way my bank account's set up right now, I'm not going. But
Me
neither, one day.
Man. Me neither.
I don't want to go as media. I want to go and go.
No, I want to get drunk
party.
And have a good time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anyway, all right. What else today? Former Minnesota Vikings great, the pride of Palestine, Texas, Adrian Peterson having hard times with his money. Adrian Peterson, the former Oklahoma great, Palestine's own, has been ordered by a judge in Houston to turn over numerous assets as a means to paying off a debt that is now more than $12 million. He's bankrupt.
Well, if I was looking into it, he said that it's one of those things where, you trust your financial advisor, buy into a business, doesn't work out. The business is supposed to be the person that takes the brunt of the loan. Turns out financial advisor shifted paperwork here, there, and the brunt of it is back on Adrian Peterson. The financial advisor is nowhere to be found. I mean, we hear this. I mean, hell, thank God Tim only bought video games, but Tim got took behind the woodshed by his financial advisor. Speaking of Tim Duncan.
Yeah,
so we've seen this a million times. And if you ain't taking care of the other money that you haven't invested, and then the financial advisor screws you, I give you Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, and Peterson didn't make near the money Tim made, and Tim was smart enough to make sure that all he set it out where if he lost his shit, he still had more money left.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Adrian Peterson bet it all on this dude.
He bet it all.
So they sent an officer to his house in Fort Bend County, Missouri City.
Mm-hmm.
And they confiscated his house, sent officers there and everything in case he got upset with the people that repoed the house. Highly unfortunate.
Damn.
He's had a lot of off the field issues that were not criminal stuff. Well, remember he got indicted. He got arrested for child abuse when he beat the hell out of his own son with a switch. When the kid got back home, mama went ape shit and called the police on him, and they said he had a lacerated scrotum because
that switch gets
hit the kid with the switch, and Adrian said he didn't mean to do that, but she was like, "You don't need to be switching our kid. It's 2020,
right?"
And he's lucky his ass didn't go get jail time on that, but he had Rusty Harden as his lawyer, and he got out of it. But anyway, now he's got financial hard times. No bueno. All right, what else tonight before we get out of here? That Chiefs fan. We didn't even mention him the other day.
Yeah, the Chiefaholic. This dude, which is the question that we'll end the show with. So this dude got over 800,000 in 11 robberies.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, he was a robber. So, oh my God.
Yeah, bank robbery. So let me ask you this:
800.
You're robbing banks. At what number do you stop if you haven't gotten caught?
I like the scenario you put me in. Okay, so pretend you're robbing a bunch of banks. Okay, let me put myself in that world.
Yeah, put yourself in that world.
When do you stop?
Like, okay, I've gotten away with 5, right?
I actually have a friend who just got out of serving 10 years for robbing banks, like literally like a couple months ago.
God, 10 years.
And he robbed several of them. So it's like an addiction, I think. Like once you do one, you're like, I can do another. I can do another. You get confidence.
Adrenaline. It's about
you got to have an out, though. Like, I think what happens is you get it, you blow the money because we never had it. And then you're like, fuck it, I'm going to go do it again. Then I'm going to go do it again. At what point do you say, okay, if I win this one, I'm saving this. If I get 200,000, I'm saving this one. I'm out the game. I would think how do you get to 10 and say, I'm going to do one more? You know what I'm saying?
It's probably because they're not getting as much money as you think. They're probably getting one bag and then they're spending it. And they're like, I need more money. And they're, drug habits and whatnot.
What's 800,000 divided by 11? So he's getting about 77,000 per robbery, which
I would have quit after one. That's all I need. And I'm not trying to get taken care of. I'm ready. I want to keep working. I need one payday. I need one big cash day, and I'm good. And I'll keep working, not this hard. My ass, believe me, some people just don't need to have a lot of money. I could if you gave me $75,000 with no taxes, I could stretch that shit for 4 years, guaranteed.
Mike, you're what?
I'd keep doing podcasts and still making money.
Oh yeah, I got you. Okay.
I might still work for the missions, but I'm not going to be like teaching all day. The first chance I get to give up one of my 3 jobs is going to be a teaching job. I'm just being honest. One payday, I can stretch that money.
Yeah, my man, Chiefaholic. They gave him
to me.
They gave him 17 years.
Damn, he'll get out earlier. To $75K, it changes my life.
Oh, it changes my life too.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I still got to work. Though. I still got to work.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't change a lot. It'd get me out of some debt.
That's all I'm like. It allows me to catch up on life.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, it catches me up.
Sort of a reset on credit cards.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Al brings up a point that, and I have a question for LG because I've noticed this too. LG's an educated guy, smart guy.
Yeah.
He's a man of the world. He's a Renaissance man. He's good at a lot of shit. He has some shady fucking friends. I've noticed this about you since the day we started hanging out.
He grew up on the Northeast. He grew up Northeast San Antonio, bro.
Shady
like there's certain
buddy,
divided lines where I grew up on the Northeast.
I don't have that many friends, to tell you the truth. I said my friend, but he was my friend back in the day. And
associate.
Obviously went to jail. So
I knew.
Right. Yeah, I've met a couple of guys that you were hanging out with, and I thought, okay.
I worked with women. I worked with 3 ladies at Finish Line in '98 that robbed a couple banks.
Holy
and got caught.
Dude, I know some people that did some things. That's for sure.
Oh,
I know a dude who used to rob Subways, and he served like 5 or 6 years. He robbed like Subways like every weekend.
Why?
You might know this guy too, Rudy. I'm not gonna say his name, but
no, don't do that.
He's in our circle. That's for sure.
Well, it was in my family were criminals, so
yeah, your stepdad. Yeah.
I had no choice in the matter. I know what it's like to have an uncle come and say, "Mijo, I need to put this underneath the mattress," and it's $19,000 in cash. I'll come back and get it Tuesday.
That's different there.
That's
I don't know them.
Yeah, I don't know about that stuff, but
that was in my family. I didn't have any control. These weren't my buddies. Although one of my buddies his dad was the biggest coke dealer in Fort Worth.
That's awesome.
Don't want to say his name.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. LG hanging out in the Glen. What y'all know about the Glen? I lived in Glen Terrace Apartments. I went to Montgomery Elementary. I lived in the Glen Terrace.
Here we go. Let's brag about who had
it was all about El
gangster
Santos
lives
over here, buddy. El Santos.
My mom got us out of
our hood upbringing.
No, my mom got me out of there. We got out of there quick as possible.
Fuck you, dude. I'm Santos. Nah, fuck you. I'm Glenn.
Yeah,
I like how we brag about our shitty. Who can outdo the other one in shitty gangster childhood?
Exactly. No, I had a great childhood, but I did live in the Glen for a little bit.
And the Glen.
Either of y'all, have you ever had a gun pulled on you?
Yes.
Pointed at you?
Yes.
Me? At my part? No. Thank God, no. You?
Yes.
Twice.
Once for me. I only had it once.
I've seen people pull guns. I watched my grandma shoot her brother in the leg.
God, Jesus Christ.
I saw
now
my
who's
stepdad
bragging about their shitty childhood?
You asked me a question. I ain't bragging.
Sounds like you were the one hanging out with some shady people.
Yeah,
they were family. I couldn't help it. I was a kid. My stepdad Ernest one time pistol whipped the shit out of this dude in the face with a 45 caliber, big old
Never
fucking
seen that.
Dirty, hairy, long barrel. Whack right upside his fucking head. Knocked his ass out cold. We came home one night from the movies, and my grandmother had a brother named Tony. My middle name is Anthony. I was named after Uncle Tony. His name was Anthony. He was all strung out on dope. So we come home one night from the movies or some shit, and he was in my grandma's house stealing her shit. So he
deserved it.
My grandma was always packing. The NRA would have loved my grandma. She pulls a pistol out of her purse. I'm like, damn, woman, you carry that shit everywhere? Yep. Pulls it out and points it at Tony. Tony goes, he had come in the back window. Tony leaps out of the window. My uncle, well, I guess my mother's uncle is my grandma's brother, leaps out the window. She meets him out in the front yard. She goes out the front door, and he's running in the alley. She fires off a round and misses. I ain't bullshitting you. This woman, like fucking Rambo, all perfect style. Clearly she had taken lessons. Holds it all perfect like a cop. Closes one eye. Sticks her tongue out and nails that dude in the thigh. You think he pressed charges? Fuck no, he didn't. That's his sister.
No, because that's not his sister. He was in the wrong. She had a right to shoot him. He broke in her house. Yeah. He better off just going to get the wound. Yeah.
Ernest always kept that 45 underneath his seat in our car. Like I'd be in the floorboard playing and shit. Like I'd drop something, and I'd see that long ass barrel there tucked in the seat between the seat and the door. One time we get out, we're going somewhere. We were living in Corpus Christi on Ayers Boulevard, and we're pulling out to go somewhere. And as we're pulling out, some dude that was trying to fuck Ernest stuff, some idiot he knew was going to rob our house. And Ernest kind of knew the guy. So we're pulling out. Ernest like, holy shit. Ernest stops because he sees the guy in the bushes. The guy was waiting on us to leave so he can break in our house. God knows what he was. Ernest was a thug too. Ernest stops the car, rips the car door open, reaches under the seat, pulls that 45 out, opens up the glove box, and pulls out a can of mace. So Ernest has a can of mace in his left hand, 45 in one, goes up to the guy with the gun. That guy goes, loses his shit and falls on the ground. No. And Ernest sprays the mace at him, and he sprayed it into the wind, and all the wind mace right back in
pissing in the wind.
And so now Ernest is so pissed off, he just like takes that gun and just pops that motherfucker in the face, knocks his ass out cold. We get in the car and drive off, and I'm confused. I'm like, first of all, I'm 9 years old, and I'm thinking, where are we going? We're just going to leave the dude? So we pull up to wherever we were going. God, I don't remember now. My mother and I get out of the car, and Ernest drives back and goes. So my mom and I wound up going, I think we were shopping. So Ernest decided not to go shopping. He dropped us off to get me out of the picture. So then Ernest turned around and went back. And I don't know what the fuck happened to the dude who was laying
there.
They
buried him.
What's going on?
They buried him.
I don't think he.
No, I'm kidding.
I don't. Honestly, Rudy, I ain't bragging. But anyway, LG has some shady as fuck friends that you chose to hang out with. I didn't choose my damn crazy ass family.
I had some outsiders in my circle. I can really count on one hand my close friends. Well, probably three fingers.
Yeah, LG don't trust nobody. He ain't got.
I got some breaking news.
Oh my God.
NBC News is reporting Taylor Swift is officially endorsing Kamala Harris.
Wow.
I will be casting my vote for Kamala and Tim Walz. I've done my research. I've made my choice. blah, 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 signed childless cat lady, she wrote on Instagram.
Good for her for putting that on there.
Man.
Puts Travis Kelce in a weird spot.
I want to punch. I want to
283 million Instagram followers.
Jesus.
Now,
only Messi
206, but 260 million of them can't vote. LG, they're under 18.
And not only that,
That's
and
true.
of the ones that are over 18, 80% of them won't vote. They can, but they won't. These young kids always bitch about politics, and their asses never show up and vote. It never fails. They will not show. They'll bitch, and they want it on the day of the election. They won't actually go drive.
All I know
anybody
is
can drive them to do something. It's her.
That's if there's one celebrity that matters. I just hate that we push these celebrities to say out loud.
Yeah, why? And who cares who she's voting for anyway? You know, why is that? Why does she need to tweet that out? I ain't tweeting out who the fuck I'm voting for. That was a drop.
Well, we ain't Taylor.
I know. How many Instagram followers does Taylor Swift have?
283 milli.
Jesus. You know how much Messi has?
How many?
Probably 1 billion.
Keep in mind, there's only 8 billion people on planet Earth.
Yeah.
Messi, I just looked it up. Messi has 504 million followers on Instagram. That's 10% of the planet. 10% of the Earth follows Leo Messi on Instagram.
But you have to think about that, though. Businesses have Instagrams. Some people have multiple Instagrams.
I know, but
so
still.
it doesn't count one for one.
Yeah, I know, but still. And nobody else has 504 million.
So Ronaldo has the most Instagram followers of anybody on the planet.
So he's beating
636 million.
Holy shit. So 100 million more than Messi. I would have sworn Messi had more. 600 million.
He holds the record, yeah.
God.
Hey, all the men and women want to sleep with Ronaldo. Messi's not that good looking. Ronaldo's like Tom Brady.
Yeah, Messi's too short.
He speaks good English. He's way better looking. Messi's kind of a dummy.
Jesus.
Not that you have to speak English to be smart, but Messi is kind of a dummy. You ever heard an interview he does? And hear the translation?
No.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what soccer is.
Why are you turning him into Forrest Gump? What the hell is that about?
It's just late, and I got this little thin Mexican girl in there that I'd like to go lay next to and go to sleep. Love you, boys. Y'all have a good night. If I hear one more N-bomb at Mr. Taylor's class, I'm going to start writing folks up. I haven't written up anybody, but I need to do one about once a month just to let folks know that I'm, you know what I mean?
You got to crack the whip.
Yeah. You got to stir.
You let them know you're in charge.
Yeah, it's been 2 straight weeks for this new group. Thinking infractions due. I got to pick somebody. Who's he going to be? Who's the
last time I subbed? I wrote up 9 kids at Metzger Middle School, and then I resigned.
One day, I was going to say, they would have let you go anyway. You're not supposed to do that. The principal don't like you sending kids all day long.
It was the teacher's fault for scheduling a substitute on photo day, where I had to take every single class to the gym to take photos. Ended up losing some kids along the way.
Of course.
So I had to write them up.
So they bailed on the class? Of course they did. God. All right, that's it. We're done. We are done. I'm Tank Ticket. Yes, I am Tank Ticket myself. That's a former Ticket host. Rudy's Tank Ticket. LG's. We're all 3 Tank Ticket. All right, love y'all hard. I'm going night-night. I had 8 beers, so I'm ready to go sleep. Love y'all. See you, man.
Later.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.